you've got a spinal cord injury, and we're gonna send you to rehabilitation in Stoke Mandeville. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I just got a spinal cord injury. The injury's gonna heal, and man be good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then I've not come home.
Yeah.
The time I would usually come home. So my mom's thinking, this boy's gone gallivanting.
Yeah, he's gone mad.
Yeah, and he told me to make him the fish, and he's gone somewhere, and he's not come home. So the time's gone by, and then obviously she's got a knock on the door, and it's the police.
Yeah.
So then they said to her, like, oh, Aaron's mom
actually has a history of his own. I don't know if you know, but I think that's the hospital that Jimmy Savile was where he committed most of his crimes.
He was running rife in there. Yeah.
So what was it like for you being a resident of that hospital?
So it's funny because when I first got there, there was pictures of Jimmy Savile everywhere. So I was like, who's my man, innit? So they're like, oh, he done so much for the hospital, charity wise, and he just passed away. He literally just passed away as I went there.
So there were like pictures of like heroic pictures.
Yeah.
In the evening of Monday, September the 5th, 2011, 19-year-old Aaron Lee, a vibrant student and Sainsbury's employee, was making his way through the streets of Sydenham Road, southeast London, a place he knew like the back of his hand. But life as he knew it was about to be rewritten. A collision with a Vauxhall Corsa, driven recklessly by an uninsured driver, left Aaron's spine shattered. What began as an ordinary shift ended in King's College Hospital critical care, followed by Lewisham Hospital intensive care, and later 11 months at Stoke Mandeville, the birthplace of spinal rehabilitation. This is a story of resilience beyond the physical, of losing movement but not momentum, of learning to live again with dignity, strength and purpose. Hello Aaron, and welcome to GloTalks.
Hello, blessed for having me.
How was your journey today?
Not too bad, thanks. I got a taxi.
You got a taxi, yeah. No, the weather's actually terrible today.
Yeah.
Usually I play games on my podcast before I start, but for today I actually want to cut straight into your story. I feel like your story is a deep one, and I feel like the audience is going to actually appreciate you coming here today and sharing your story. Yeah. We actually know each other as well. We went to the same school. I believe I'm a couple of years younger than you.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years younger than you. But I'm always like glad to have someone that I know from the past, you know, because it's kind of like we're catching up again, even though we didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But before we get into like your story, I want to know a bit more about you. You know, like tell the audience, where do you come from?
I was born in Lewisham. My grandparents was the Windrush generation, so they come from Jamaica. Yeah. In like the 50s, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my heritage.
Okay, so you mentioned the Windrush generation. Obviously, I know a little bit about it. Do you know much about the Windrush?
Yeah, well, I've sat down with my grandparents and they've told me about getting the invite to England and getting on the boat and getting their best fits. And
it's crazy, isn't it, to think that was literally slavery.
Yeah, well, they come over to obviously help rebuild the country. Yeah. And were just met with animosity. Yeah. And they just had to stifle through that.
So you're 100% Jamaican?
Yeah, so on my mum's side, my grandparents are Jamaican. Yeah. On my dad's side, my grandparents are Jamaican as well.
Also Jamaican.
Yeah.
What area did you grow up in?
Initially Sydenham. Yeah. I went to Kelvin Grove Primary School.
Yeah, I know Kelvin Grove.
Yeah, and then I moved to Catford. I went to St Mary's Primary School. Yeah, and then I lived in Catford until now.
What was child like for you growing up in Lewisham Borough?
It wasn't too bad, you know. Like I've got a big family. Yeah. So I always was around my cousins and stuff like that. Then I'd go I didn't live with my dad,
Yeah.
but I'd go to my dad's every other weekend, and he lived in Brixton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was going Brixton from young.
Yeah, so I was either in Brixton or Catford.
Yeah.
Or at my grandparents in Ladywell.
So you grew up solely with your mum, and then you was just visiting your dad here and there on the
Yeah,
weekends.
I go to my dad's every other weekend. Yeah.
What was it like being like with your mum more than your dad? Do you feel like if, well, I'm sure life would have been better if both parents' household was living together, right?
I suppose so. Like traditionally, you'd say that's the best version of like the nuclear family. But for me, I quite liked it. Like living with my mum, who was a bit more strict, and then I go to my dad's on the weekend, and he just like he's a musician, so he'll be getting out to concerts and gigs and stuff like that. So I like just having the
contrast.
Yeah. It worked for me.
Let's talk a bit about primary school. How would you say you done in primary school?
Primary school, I done well. Like I was always quite ahead of my peers.
Yeah.
So yeah, in primary school I did quite well.
And then obviously you got to year 6. You wanted to go to secondary school. Was Flyest or Boys your first choice?
No, I don't think it was. I think I got into Flyest or Boys quite late. It was like I hadn't got into school yet, so it was I think I started like 2 weeks into the term or something. Yeah. So it was kind of like a last minute thing.
Yeah.
I needed a school, and I just went to Flyest or.
So when you started Flyest or Boys, like year 7, obviously I went there as well. What was your experience like there?
Yeah, it was calm, Yeah, it was calm. Like I got along with people. It was good.
Would you say you was academically like smart?
Oh yeah. I'd always done academically well, but I just the typical like I used to get distracted, but I always done well academically.
Did you go through all the way to year 11?
Yeah.
Okay, so you finished year 11. You're now 16. What was life looking like for you?
Well, I'd started college. I'd done quite well in my GCSEs.
Yeah.
So I'd started college. I was doing like drama, biology, chemistry, and then it was a bit mad because like when I went, obviously Flyest was an all boys school.
Yeah.
So now I've gone college, and I'm like, right, there's gal them in my class. You know what I mean? Like, so it was a bit of a distraction. So like my priorities weren't straight when I was in college, and that kind of
100.
Yeah. Kind of hindered my college.
I could imagine. Now going to a boys' school, I always say, I don't recommend it.
No.
For parents to send their boys to an all boys school.
Yeah, definitely.
There's too much testosterone there.
Yeah, you need to develop the dynamics of being around girls.
Exactly.
Like, otherwise, like what happened to me when I went to college, my head was gone.
No, it's true, and it's true because you have some people that actually leave school and they don't know how to talk to a female.
Yeah.
Or do you know what I'm saying? Without being awkward or weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, real life, men and women work in the same environment. Do you know what I'm saying? So you said you went to college?
Yeah. So I went to college. I went to Christ the King College. Then
what was you studying?
I was studying biology, English, drama, and chemistry. Like I said, I was hella distracted in there. So then I ended up leaving there and joining a sixth form called Bishop Justice.
Yeah.
I went there. I was hella distracted there as well. And then I decided to go drama school. So I got into like this good drama school called Identity. And then I was meant to start that drama school in that September the 20th or something like that. And I ended up crashing on September the 5th. So I never really actually got to start.
You never got to start drama?
No.
And was drama a passion of yours that you wanted to get into?
Yeah. I'd done very well in GCSE drama, A-level drama. So that,
How did you navigate growing up in Lewisham and not getting involved with the other culture in the ends? Like, the beef, the gangs, you know, the hood and all of that?
Well, for me personally, I think I had like a level of privilege where I've got like loads of older cousins and stuff. So I didn't really have to be outside for people to know
Who you
who I
was.
was.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, that's my man's cousin.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you get
yeah.
what I mean? So I kind of had the privilege of that. And then like in school, I was strong. So that kind of people respect you for being strong.
Physically strong. Yeah.
So I didn't really have to do no madness to be accepted. So I see where I was kind of lucky there. So I could like tread the line. I was in with the people that was going on with them kind of stuff, but
you didn't have to do too much.
I didn't have to do too much.
No, that's good, because as I'm sure as you agree, like there's the stigma of like growing up in the ends and the pressure of like man's got to be involved in something, and like it doesn't really allow us to be ourselves.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. And I think like I said, I can see that I come from a place of privilege, and I totally understand someone that say feel like your experience where you've come from another country, you don't really know anyone, like you're gonna have to do certain things to fit in. Yeah. So
you mentioned at the age of 18 you're supposed to get into drama.
And I was 19 at the time, and I auditioned and got into the drama school. And I was just about to start. And then I had the accident.
So tell us a bit about this accident. What actually happened from your point of view?
Well, I don't remember a second of the accident, to be honest. I think my brain just mentally wiped it out for like to save me from the trauma. But I've rewatched it on CCTV, and yeah, I thought like once I watch it, it might trigger my memory. But
nothing.
Nothing. I just watched it. It's like if you didn't tell me that was me, I wouldn't know it was me, kind of thing.
What was the last thing you do remember before the crash?
So I'd finished. Well, I was working at Sainsbury's. So I'd finished my shift. I remember finishing my shift. I remember going upstairs to the locker, getting my stuff. I actually remember going to my bike, and then I was like, I remember tapping myself down. I was like, oh, I don't have my keys. So I was like, I must have left it in my locker upstairs. So I've gone back upstairs to get the keys. I remember that, and from that point, I don't remember a thing. I don't remember getting on a bike, starting the engine, riding it, nothing.
What bike was you riding?
I was having it was a Prilla RS.
And how fast do those bikes go?
It's a 125, but you could get like about a ton out of it.
Okay. Yeah. So 125 is
because it's got gears. So,
gears. Yeah. Oh, the pillars, they look good as well.
They look like
the
super
proper
bikes.
Yeah.
So you know, one was gassed with it still. I can't lie.
No, I can imagine. I wanted one of them as well. Still. Did you always have a passion for motorbikes?
Not really, you know. That's the maddest thing. Like I think one of my brethren had a ped. And I was just, just messing about. And I was like, and he was like, oh, I'll show it to you for like $4. So I was like, all right, cool. Just copped it. Then I started to get like a buzz for it. So I was like, oh, I want to get a better one. And that's when I copped the Prilla.
How long was you riding bikes in total before you had your crash?
You know? Probably like a year or two.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Okay. So obviously you've had your crash. You can't remember. There's a gap in between. But when you woke up at the hospital, what was the first thing, or how did you feel emotionally when you opened your eyes?
Well, initially I was in a coma, and then I came round, but I don't remember when I came round initially because I was so drugged up with like morphine, stuff like that. So I don't really remember. So in my reality, there was a day when I woke up and I remember thinking like, right, what am I doing in hospital kind of thing? And I was like, oh, let me just get up and ask what I'm doing. And I couldn't move. So I'm thinking, that's strange. Then like, I remember touching my legs and I couldn't feel nothing. And then, when you just get that sinking feeling that something's really wrong here. And then it was so mad because I thought, this is a dream. Because I can't remember anything that's happened why I would be in this scenario. So I must just be like, sometimes you're in a realistic dream. I thought, I must just be dreaming. So these times now I'm trying to fall asleep in the
To
dream
wake up.
to wake up.
Yeah.
But I'm tossing and turning, like it don't usually take
Yeah,
this long
yeah.
to fall asleep in the dream.
I
Like
know the
once
ones,
you
yeah.
decide I'm going to sleep, you fall asleep in the dream usually, innit? So then as time's gone on, I've clocked now this is real. I don't know, like but I have no recollection of the accident, nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here. It's the middle of the night as
Yeah.
well. So there's no one around.
Yeah.
So then I can't remember if I ended up falling back asleep again.
You must have been in, like, your mind must have just went like like.
Yeah, it was just so shocking because I didn't understand that there was nothing to help me understand what was going on.
Literally.
Do you get what I mean? So it's like my legs don't seem to be working. What the hell's happening?
Yeah,
here?
what's going on?
Yeah.
How long was you in a coma for? Did they tell you?
They told me, but I can't remember. I think it was a couple of weeks.
Oh, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because I was in critical care in
Yeah.
King's College.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously you've woken up, you've gone back to sleep, you can't touch your legs, you can't feel anything. When you actually spoke to the doctors, when the doctors came around the first time and you was awake and you had that conversation with them, do you remember how that conversation went?
Yeah, so initially I remember my mum visiting and I remember saying to my mum, like, what happened?
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what happened? You had a motorbike crash. I was like, did I? She's like, yeah, Aaron, you know this. I was like, no, I had no recollection in it. So then I think initially they didn't want to like shock me with the news.
Yeah.
So I was kind of just like, why can't I walk? But I thought, oh, I'd be good like in a couple of weeks or whatnot. So I think the first time, the doctors told me, oh, you got a spinal cord injury and we're going to send you to rehabilitation in Stoke Mandeville. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I just got a spinal cord injury. The injury's going to heal and man be good.
Yeah, of course.
So I think I had a consultation with my consultant.
Yeah.
And then he showed me my x-ray. So I'm saying, oh, what's all that stuff in my back? Cause I can see there's loads of stuff in there on the x-ray. And he's like, oh, it's pins and plates where we had to put your back together again. I said, excuse me.
Yeah.
He said, oh, yeah, from where you broke your spine. Again, I got that sinking feeling like, wow, this is bad.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know I broke my spine. I knew I had some sort of spinal injury.
Yeah.
I didn't know
it
I
was
broke
broken,
it.
yeah.
So that's when the reality hit me that this is going to be a long road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your mum, obviously she was already well aware of what's happened to you while she was in a coma. Did you ever get the chance to ask her like how she was feeling? Yeah,
well, I think when it initially happened, I was still living at home with my mum, innit? So I think I'd asked her to make something for dinner, a specific thing like fried fish or something. So I've gone to work now, and then I've not come home. The time I would usually come home. So my mum's thinking, this boy's gone gallivanting.
Yeah, he's gone mad.
Yeah, and he told me to make him the fish, and he's gone somewhere, and he's not come home. So the time's gone by, and then obviously she's got a knock on the door, and it's the police.
Yeah.
So then they said to her like, "Oh, Aaron's mum, he's had an accident. Quick!" But then I don't know why the officer said this, but he said to my mum, "Quick, we need to go quick because we don't know how long he's got." So obviously that's gonna send her
that must have made your
mad
mum
panic.
go,
Yeah. So yeah, it was a shocking experience.
I guess it must have been really like as such head-on heavy collision that even the police and the ambulance probably thought maybe you weren't going to make it.
Yeah, because I came off the bike and I went into a bollard. So that's what broke my spine.
Yeah.
I broke my shoulder, my rib cage, I think my hand, and I shattered my helmet. So I had a really bad brain injury.
Yeah.
I think they had to actually do some sort of operation on me there on the scene to keep me alive.
Yeah.
So it was pretty touch and go. So yeah, that's why probably the officer said that to my mum. But I don't think you should say that to someone.
No, of course not. Of course not. Obviously, there's a way to deliver things.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But it's like human beings are always going to be human beings, innit? No matter how much training or professionalism you're taught, that human being is still going to come out.
It's not easy, easy news to deliver to 100%. Someone. Like, yes, I can understand.
100%.
It right.
How long did you spend at the hospital?
Well, initially I was in King's in critical care. I'm not even sure how long I was in there.
Yeah.
Then I went to Lewisham intensive care. Then I was on high dependency unit or something like that it's called. Then I was just in the normal unit.
Yeah.
I remember I just remember the normal unit. I get little flashbacks of other times. But from the point when I woke up and I was like, what am I doing here? I can remember clearly from that point. But if someone like triggers my memory, I can remember something that may have happened prior to that. But
how does it make you feel to like literally not know what happened? Like there's a blank in your memory. Like how does that actually make you feel now?
And now it's cool, but at the time it was just like a madness. It's like it doesn't seem real, innit? So it's like I need the facts. What happened? This just seems like a massive dream. Because I got this big blank spot. And then this mad things happen to me. And I can't remember anything in between. So it's like I'm trying to rack my brain to like remember what had happened, because it was driving me mad.
Yeah, of course.
Because I've seen the outcome, but I don't know what caused this, only by what people are telling me. So yeah, it's pretty like mind-boggling to deal with that.
Could you remember much more before the accident, apart from you getting on the bike? Could you remember your normal routine, your normal life before the accident?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I could remember. It was weird. I could remember like long-term things, but like things that happened shortly before, I kept forgetting.
Remember. Yeah, that's mad. It's like the body's amazing because it's like it's protecting you in a way.
Exactly.
Because like you've gone through, your body probably went through so much pain and so much trauma. It's like, let's just take that memory out.
Erase that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can't imagine yourself feeling that pain. Do you know what I'm saying? Or feeling that trauma. But when the doctors have finally told you like you've got a your back's broken potentially, what was you thinking? Like, how did you think you was gonna proceed with life?
I just thought my life was done. I can't even lie. I just thought, wow, like I'm probably gonna have to have care my whole life, and am I gonna be able to do anything? Like I had no example of anyone around me having a disability like that. So I just thought my life was done.
And for the actual investigation of the crash, after you woke up and the police were involved, what actually happened then?
Well, when it was all going on, I wasn't even conscious, to be honest. But I think the lady, she didn't have a license, innit? So I think she got arrested on the scene, and then she was on bail, and then but this all happened when I was unconscious. So when I woke up, I think the police came to visit me, not initially, but a bit later on. And they were like, oh yeah, we just want to let you know that justice has been served. She got like a £400 fine.
No way.
And a year ban. And I was like,
no way.
Is that it? Like, that ain't justice.
What? £400 fine and a year ban?
Yeah.
And what was her charge? Reckless driving?
I think her charge was driving without a license and perverting the course of justice. I think she was driving her sister's car or something like that.
Okay.
So she initially lied and pretended to be her sister. And then they later on found out that she weren't who she said she was. So it was classed as perverting the course of justice. So she got charged with that and driving without a license and I think potentially reckless driving.
How fast was she traveling?
I'm not sure the speeds, because the funny thing was the CCTV footage that caught the accident. They said there was some discrepancy with the footage, so it sped everything up.
Okay.
So when I first watched it, I just see my bike like zing, so I was like, right, I was speeding. Innit? But then when they spoke to me, they said, no, everything just looks faster than it was. The experts, they can't guarantee the speed you was going, but they said, taking the discrepancy into mind, I was going around 30.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay. 30 on a 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they said that she was going 30 as well, or
I think she was within the speed limit. I think I can't remember.
and was it a head-on collision, like head-to-head, or she hit you from the back,
No,
or
she
you was turning?
pause. I think I was going straight. She was turning, and she's just not seen me and just
Yeah.
turned into me. Yeah.
What would you say, like, being through what you've been through and still going through now currently, what would you say to drivers who speed?
Well,
Well,
I'd say don't drive a car if you ain't got a license,
yeah,
because you just never know
yeah.
what can happen. And yeah, you could kill someone, change someone's life. And
And you think the sentence that she received, you think she should have got more?
yeah, of course, like in comparison to what I had to deal with
Yeah.
because of her negligence, like her carelessness,
Yeah.
it's like I should it doesn't even compare. You
Yeah,
get me?
don't compare. Don't really. It's crazy because if you actually kill someone, like if you do death by dangerous driving, the person don't actually get a lot of time in prison. Especially if you go guilty, death by dangerous driving. At the top of my head, on a guilty plea, you could be looking at like a 3-18.
Swear that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, other factors are going to be involved, like no insurance, either no license, drink driving, under the influence of drugs, all of that. They will obviously have an influence on the sentence you get.
Yeah.
But if he's just straight reckless driving and you've just hit someone by accident, they're dead, you don't actually get long in prison for that. What do you say about that?
Well, like for me personally, I was bugged when I heard that she only got that. I was like, what? But I don't know. Like, I'm a person where I just had to say to myself, at the end of the day, no matter if she does 4 years, 10 years, and no years, it's not gonna make me get up and walk again.
That's true.
So I just need to focus on
yourself,
on myself
and
my
getting better.
rehabilitation, and I just didn't really give myself time to be holding any hate or bitterness.
Yeah.
Like that's for her and God, innit?
Yeah.
That's not really for me to be worrying about.
Let's talk about your rehabilitation, because you spent 11 months in Stoke Mandeville.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
It was crazy.
Because Stoke Mandeville Hospital, if I remember correctly, actually has a history of its own. I don't know if you know, but I think that's the hospital that Jimmy Savile was where he committed most of his crimes.
He was running rife in there. Yeah.
So what was it like for you being a resident of that hospital?
Yeah. So it's funny because when I first got there, there was pictures of Jimmy Savile everywhere. So I was like, "Who's my man, innit?" So they're like, "Oh, he done so much for the hospital, charity wise, and he just passed away. He literally just passed away." As I went there.
So there were like pictures of like heroic pictures.
Yeah. Because the allegations hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, this guy seems like he done a lot for the hospital." Whatever. Even the diner was called Jimmy's after him.
No way.
Yeah. So he was like royalty there.
The godfather of that hospital. Yeah.
So it was only like, and then about, I think it was maybe like 6 months to a year after that, all the allegations started coming out. Yeah.
Wow. So going through rehabilitation at a hospital now that you're aware of, Jimmy Savile was glorified in, and then being there for 6 months later, and it's the reverse. Obviously, how did the staff like treat you there throughout your rehabilitation?
Oh, it was quite good. Like not perfect, but it taught me a lot. Helped me become independent, definitely. So I give thanks, and obviously through the NHS, you don't have to pay for that stuff in there. And it's like, I remember there was a guy that I met there who was from Trinidad and Tobago, and he said his family had like pitched together like 20 bags or something for him to get the treatment. And I'm thinking, well, I'm just getting this for free.
Yeah, for free.
So you gotta be grateful of those things.
100. What was the most difficult part of your recovery?
Just basically learning to accept your new reality.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, we remember ourselves in our ideal form, innit? So it's
Yeah.
like I had to accept that the old me's kind of gone now.
Yeah.
I got to deal with this,
The new,
the new me. Yeah. So getting my head around that was probably the most difficult thing.
Mm.
And just like, yeah, obviously that I was quite boisterous,
Mm.
like always fighting and stuff
Mm.
like that. So
Mm.
as a man, it's a bit like, yo, like,
Yeah. It's taking away your pride.
yeah,
Yeah, a bit of your pride, yeah.
yeah, definitely.
What was the physio like for you, like getting back to movement? Like, what was it like straight? You're in a wheelchair, or did it actually attempt to help you get back on your feet? Or was there like no chance of that?
Well, there was no movement in my legs, in it, so
Mm.
everything was just like, it's like starting from, the only way I can describe it is like starting your life from scratch.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm having part of my rehabilitation and my physio is just getting in and out of bed.
Mm.
So I'm having like sessions,
Mm.
getting in and out of bed, like
Yeah.
just basic things that, how do I now put on trousers and I can't move my legs?
Yeah.
I'm having like dressing practice.
Yeah.
Like the nurses come around like, Aaron, you got dressing practice
Yeah.
now? And I'm like, this is mad.
Yeah.
Like, man's a grown man and
Yeah.
I'm having to have dressing practice.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to get your head around
Mm.
at first, and you got to just kind of accept that, no, this is my new reality.
Mm.
As long as I put my head down,
Yeah.
I can, and come as independent as I can,
Mm.
the less hard it's gonna be to deal with. You know what I mean?
How did you deal with the pain? Because surely you must have still been in pain, right?
Yeah. Well, initially, I was still like when I first woke up. Funny enough, I was still on a high dose of morphine.
Mm.
So I remember thinking like, I can't feel no pain. Like I've gone through this mad thing, and I can't feel no pain. That's what was making one of the things that was making it feel surreal again,
Yeah.
innit? Like,
Yeah.
still it seemed real. Like
You can't feel nothing.
I don't remember nothing. I
Yeah.
don't have no pain.
Yeah.
But what's going on there? So but then when they started lowering my dose of morphine, that's when the pain started. I was
Kicking
like,
in.
oh, it's been masking. The pain's there. It's just been masking it. You know what I mean?
And once they started lowering the morphine, do you feel like you kind of wanted it back? Was there a level of dependency on it just so that you didn't have to deal with the pain?
Not at that point. No.
Mm.
No. I was I just was accepting that, okay, just something I'm just gonna have to deal with.
And when you say you had pain everywhere, was that pain like all over your body?
Just like all over my back, like abdominal areas. Like,
Yeah.
It was, a lot.
When was that turning point for you? When you thought, no one's coming here to save me. I have to do this on my own and I have to push through.
Funny enough, it was like when you wanted to go to bed, initially, I had no practice of how to get out of the wheelchair into the bed, whatever. So they used to like put this hoist on me, and it's like it was mad degraded. So I can't like, and they put the hoist to you, and then it like slowly elevates you like, and then you're just like dangling over the bed like some idiot.
Yeah.
And like sometimes like the nurse might get distracted, start talking to another nurse.
No.
You're just dangling over the bed. So I was like, it's proper degrading,
Yeah, of course.
And then also, I would say to like the nurses, oh, I want to go to bed now. You get the hoist, and then you're waiting for like an hour. Oh, we're overrun, so we're gonna come to you in a minute, Aaron.
No way.
So that's when the penny kind of dropped in my head. That brother, you need to be able to do all of these things yourself.
Yeah, 100.
Because it kind of gave me a warning that the more you can do for yourself, the better your life is going to be.
100%.
The more you have to rely on people,
it's going to be hard.
It's just long.
Yeah.
So that kind of, I'm grateful for learning that lesson so early on, really, looking back in hindsight now.
So obviously you can't feel the whole of your bottom part of your body.
Yeah, well, I can feel it now.
Yeah.
But initially I couldn't, no.
So the feeling came back?
Yeah, the feeling came back.
How long did it take for the feeling to come back?
Maybe about a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good timing though, no? A year.
Kind of. Yeah. So like obviously when I got the feeling back, I'm thinking, right, like, man,
I'm
it's a
back.
matter of time before I start taking steps.
Anytime now.
Yeah.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah, but I remember saying it to my physio, and she was like, "Don't get your hopes up too much," because she was saying that the body runs on two different systems, the sensation and the mobility.
Yeah.
So just because it's a good sign that the sensations come back, 'cause that means there's healing going on, but it don't necessarily mean that the movement side of things are gonna come back.
So when you say the sensations back, you can literally touch anywhere on your leg and you can actually feel it.
But it was mad because it came back so slowly. So like, I barely feel my right foot.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, right, I can feel my right foot.
Yeah.
Then the next week, I can feel my left foot now.
Yeah.
And it just kept on happening like that until I could just feel all my legs.
Obviously, that's all the physical. What kind of trauma do you think or damage do you think is done for your mental health?
I don't think it's done damage. I think it's strengthened my mental health, to be honest. Like, because it was like, I was 19 at the time, and it's like, at 19 you think you're invincible.
100%.
You know what I mean? You don't think nothing like that's gonna happen to you. So it was a mad shock, a mad thing to deal with, and I think the way I just kind of took it on my back and dealt with it, that definitely helped me mentally. And I think everything's about perspective, isn't it?
Yeah,
100. So it's like you can look at it in a negative way, or just, even if you don't truly believe the positive perspective, you just got to convince yourself of the positive perspective. Do you get what I mean? So, like, I give you an example. Remember, I was saying that I remember going to the back and forgetting the keys and going back up to my locker to get the key. Yeah. That was bugging me. Because all I kept on thinking is, if I didn't forget the keys, the timeline would have been different. Yeah, it would have been different, and it would have happened. And then I was just like, you know what? That just shows me that it was meant to happen for whatever reason. I can't beat myself up about that. It was just,
So do you believe things happen for a reason?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's like, the mad thing also is that, like, I'm not really like majorly like a religious person or anything. And just before the my accident, I was like fasting. Like, something just told me to do that. Yeah. And I was doing it, and no one even believed me because it was so far from my character, innit? So even my mum was just like, "Oh, Aaron, your dinner's ready." I'm like, "Mum, fasting." She's like, "Oh, you're taking this seriously, innit?" But funny enough, that also really angered me, innit? Because I'm thinking like, yo, man, just disciplined myself.
100.
And this is how you repay me. Like, this is crazy. But then again, it's about perspective. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I could look at it a different way and say, maybe if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have survived.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. So, yeah, I think it's just all about how you look at things, isn't it?
Do you think, like, our community, society as a whole, allow black men like yourself, who has a disability, to be able to emotionally speak out without judgment?
Yeah, I believe so, because I think that, funny enough, like, living as an able-bodied person and someone with a disability, as a black man, it's kind of like the whole disability and the wheelchair takes away the threat of your blackness, if you get what I mean. So it's like, where I get met with like animosity before, after the accident, I didn't really get any of that. Everyone just like, it was a weird dynamic. It's like, oh.
So when you came out of the hospital, did you come out after the 11 months? You was back home?
Yeah. So initially, because I was living with my mum at the time. Yeah. So we was living like a converted house that had stairs. So they had to move me to a temporary accommodation. And when I came out of hospital, I went into this temporary accommodation. Yeah.
And when you're finally out, you've gone into your temporary accommodation. Did a part of you feel like you didn't want to see anyone, like you wanted to hide away, or was you just back, I'm out, ringing your friends and meeting up?
Yeah, to be fair, I was just like myself, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like, excuse me. One of the things that helped me through it the most was just I'd physically changed, but I was still me.
Yeah.
And because people saw that, they were treating me like
You're
I
still
was
you.
still me. So yeah, I didn't really have no issues about wanting to hide away or anything. Yeah.
Obviously, you was a gallus.
He's been spreading my business.
Obviously, you was a gallus. Before the accident, after the accident, how did you feel about women?
Whoa, that's funny because it's like after the accident, I thought, right, my career's done. Like, I thought I'm gonna have to retire the game early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, like, you just think, innit, that this is them days are gone now.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it's that when I went to the Stoke Mandeville, I'd not been in the hospital long, and then it was like Christmas, so my family came round and stuff. Innit? So then but all the nurses and stuff, they weren't wearing nurse outfits, they were wearing their
Christmas
own clothes,
kind of stuff.
they were wearing their own garments for the Christmas thing, innit? So like, some woman's come in now, and my cousin's like, yo, like, who's that kind of thing? I'm like, I don't know. Like, it must be someone's family member or friend or something. So anyway, now fast forward a couple of days later, I'm getting a bit more mobile around the hospital. So I've gone to check one guy that I met in the physio gym. He was on another ward.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me go see my man. So then I went to his room, but he weren't there. So I'm leaving now to go back to my ward. Yeah. And I see this woman walking towards me. I'm thinking, where do I know this woman from? Then I'm like, oh, that's the woman from Christmas that my cousin was asking me. Yeah. Who's that? So I was like, right, she's a nurse. So anyway, she said to me like, oh, what you doing here? Come to see me, I hope. Right, like, I was so convinced that my times with gal was gone that I didn't even clock she was flirting with me. I was just like, no, I ain't come to see you. I come to check my man still.
They should put you on the spot.
I come to check my man still. She's like, oh, yeah, maybe you should come around here more often. I'm like, what? Like, I'm thinking, she just feels sorry for me. She's just trying to like
be polite.
Yeah, she's just trying to like up my confidence. She knows she's nice and whatever. And then like, I'd go to physio, and I'd come back, and I'd be sharing like a bay, and then so she worked on a different ward. So then the people in my bay would be like, oh, what, that nurse was looking for you. So I'd be like, I'm thinking this is a nurse from my ward. So I'd be like, which one? Like the one from the other ward. So I'm thinking,
so you got the nurses onto you.
I'm thinking, no, she actually does. Like,
she's actually onto me.
Yeah. So then, to be fair, like, it might sound a bit fickle, but that gave man a whole confidence thing that, like, before, like,
so
I'm just like
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just rolling around the wheelchair like, I got swag with it. I'm like, I got my little Bluetooth speaker. I got all my confidence back, kind of thing. So that helped, man. Still.
And did it go anywhere?
No comment.
Obviously, you're always a confident guy, so it wouldn't take much to bring out your confidence. Would you say you've loved again, like you felt love since the accident?
Maybe not love, but close to it. Yeah. Actually, no, I have actually at some point. Yeah.
Have you ever had like your masculinity questioned, like by a female, or put in a position where you feel like a woman's trying to attack you because you're in a wheelchair? Not physically, but with words.
Not really, because it's like, because I'm like very independent. And I like look after myself. I live independently. It's more like people have more admiration for that. Rather than to criticize it. So it's like, I think the way I deal with the scenario, like, I don't really get any animosity. It's usually like I said, like admiration. People like be bigging me up and stuff. So I ain't really come across anyone treating me much different because of my scenario.
And would you say your libido has dropped in the bedroom, like, or are you still sexually able to function in the bedroom like any other guy would be able to?
Yeah, well, obviously there's complications,
Mm.
but yeah, man can still do my thing still.
Yeah. Say no problems in that department. That's good. It's good that you are still able to, build back that confidence and have a laugh and put yourself back out there. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't have to, like, put yourself away. Do you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to hide yourself away. Obviously, it's an accident. It's an accident that has changed your life, but you just have to learn to live with it.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like I said, you just gotta accept your new reality,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I've got to make the best of the cards that I've been dealt,
Yeah.
and that's all you can do, innit? It's like can't just sit there feeling sorry for yourself and stuff like that, because that's just gonna hold you back.
Have you got a lot of siblings?
I got a half brother, half sister,
Mm.
so we all live in separate households, but
Yeah.
we're still close, like through because it's all my dad's children, so we're still all link up with dad and that.
Do you feel like your situation has made you appreciate family more and brought
Oh,
you
that was
together?
the biggest thing, fam.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, obviously, I don't know. Can you swear on this?
Yeah.
Like when shit hits the fan,
Mm.
you realize that all the material stuff and money and this and that, it just means nothing. When shit hits the fan, it's your family and your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was what was keeping me going. When I was in that hospital bed,
Mm.
knowing I'm watching the time, the clock, when visiting hours start,
Mm.
and I'm dreading when it ends.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And that was the only thing I cared about.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, that's one of the things I learned, that we get distracted by all these other things,
Mm.
but they in a moment of crisis, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing.
It's just your family and your friends.
So what advice would you give to like anyone or any young person, especially who think life's a game? People are out here risking their life, putting their families through pain. What advice would you give them?
I just say, like, no one's invincible, innit? And it's like you don't want to have to learn the hard way.
Mm.
You don't want to have to put your family through that or yourself through unnecessary
Yeah.
drama or trauma or whatever. So it's like, yeah, just wake up, man.
That's what it is. It's like learning the hard way. A lot of us, even myself, I'm guilty of it as well, of wanting to learn the hard way. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, for some people, it gives us strengths. I mean, for me, I feel like learning the hard way has given me strength, but sometimes you don't have to learn the hard way.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
learn from the elders a different way.
Yeah, learn from the people before you, innit?
Yeah, 100%. So obviously you're out of hospital. You're used to being in a wheelchair. You're used to the conditions that you have now. How did life proceed for you?
Well, like, obviously, when I was coming out of hospital, I was kind of not anxious, but a bit like I've been in an environment that has been catered for my needs.
Yeah.
What is it gonna be like now? There's no nurses.
Yeah.
Not everything's accessible.
Yeah.
Like, I was quite anxious about that. But yeah, pretty much got on with it. Once I was out of hospital, it weren't really too much different.
Yeah.
I was independent, and yeah, I just got on with things really. Obviously, I struggle with things like pain. That was like my biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you able to like get a job and work? How would you feel about that?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do now, because since my accident, I've had so much ups and downs with like pain management, and that's really been my biggest hurdle. And also, I was on like tramadol, which was I ended up being addicted to that.
That's if I'm correct, is that to relax your muscles?
It's a painkiller.
Yeah.
But it's part of the opioid family.
Okay.
So it's very addictive. So I started to realize certain things like, no, man's actually addicted to this thing.
Yeah.
So
is it a pill or injection?
Yeah, it's a pill. Yeah. So I was taking it for years and years and years. And then like I would see like videos of myself, pictures of myself, and I'm like, brother, you look zombied out. Like, what's going on here? And my brain would be like mush sometimes. So I was like, nah, I need to come off of this. So I kind of started using CBD oil and just weaning myself slowly off this tramadol stuff. But right, it was mad. Like the withdrawal symptoms I was getting was crazy.
What was it like coming off of it?
I was getting like cold sweats, like you get phantom pains.
What's that?
So you just get like real intense pain that would feel like the pain I ordinarily get.
Yeah.
So now I might say, oh, let me just take one. As soon as I take it, pain gone instantly.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't even have enough time to kick in. So that pain weren't real. Do you get what I mean? So I was like, right, man's actually, my body's addicted to this thing, and it's doing everything to tell me to take more.
To take it,
yeah. So,
and that was something the doctors were supplying to you.
Yeah, they didn't really like monitor it as well. They just left me on it for years and years and years. I had to say to myself like, nah, time to come off of this. So weaning myself off that was one of the hardest things, I can't lie. Cause
do you think there's a problem with the NHS or the doctors, the way they administer medication?
Definitely. With painkillers, they just fob you off with them. If they can't figure out what's wrong with you, or to fix what's wrong is going to cost too much money, they just fob you off with painkillers.
Yeah.
And then next minute, these painkillers are meant to be like a temporary thing, innit?
Yeah.
I was on tramadol for like a good 7 years or something. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think they're a bit reckless with it. And then the maddest thing is, I remember having an appointment with one of my doctors.
Yeah.
And she was going through the medication. She mentioned the tramadol, and I was like, oh no, I don't take that anymore. I weaned myself off of it. She was like, oh my God, congratulations. That's so good.
Yeah.
I think you've never told me to not that there was anything wrong with taking it. Do you know what I mean? So that made me realize that, they don't really...
Yeah, they don't really care, to be honest with you. To tell the truth, I feel like doctors nowadays are so like consumed in work. Is like, if they can just give you medication, then that's always the go-to. Being labelled disabled and going out of your house, out and about, travelling, do you feel like your disability is catered for?
In London, to be fair, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
There's definitely room for improvement. A lot of I think they've just built the Elizabeth line on the underground, which is very accessible. Yeah. I've been using that, but like for a long time, the underground weren't really accessible like that. And they'll be like, I'd have to call them beforehand and be like, oh, I'm going where to can you provide me a wheelchair accessible route? Yeah. And they say, yeah, go to this station. You're getting off the train and it's like, there's no lifts. Yeah, there's you got to get back on the train to this next stop and then go back on yourself. And
that makes sense.
It gets mad, so there's room for improvement, but it's not too bad.
Can you share an example where you felt truly seen beyond your disability?
I got a funny story. I think I was at a wireless festival. Yeah. And then I was on like the disability platform thing. And like some kid was just like, he's looking at my bike, and he's like, yo, like, how did you get that? How did you get that bike? So I was like, I had a motorbike crash. I broke my spine, little man. And he's like, Then as I was going off, I heard him say to his mum, Mum, I want to break my spine so I can be like him. And I was just like, right, like it kind of touched me because it's like this kid thought from his perspective, he was like, this guy's so like I want to be like him. Like,
no, 100%.
If I got to break my spine to be like him, I made sure I told him that you don't want to do that. Trust me, you really don't want to do that. But I kind of felt like, you know what I mean? I must be carrying this thing quite well.
No, your bike is cool though. I'm not gonna lie. Tell us a bit about your bike, because it's not your normal wheelchair that you see someone pushing. I mean, it looks phenomenal.
Say thanks for that. But yes, obviously I got a normal standard wheelchair,
Yeah.
and then I've just attached this bike to it.
Yeah.
So I bought it from a company called Cougar Cycles, I believe. Yeah, and then obviously I've just added my own little Flyest on wheel symbol on there. And
so with the attachments that you've added on, that allows you more range of movement.
Yes, I can either pedal it manually,
Yeah.
pedal it with like a hybrid setting with like assistance,
Yeah.
or just push the throttle
Yeah.
and go electric. So for me, I didn't want just the electric thing where I'm not getting exercise as well. So this was perfect for me because I can still pedal. If I go up a grade, even if I'm going up a hill, I can just put on the assistance and still pedal. So yeah, it's all about, because I'm not walking, I got to kind of get exercise in every way possible.
What do you wish more people understood about people with spinal injuries and disabilities?
Well, like, obviously, but a lot of people were just ignorant. Prior to my injury, I was ignorant to myself. You see people in wheelchairs, you just think, oh, their legs don't work and that's it. But there's so much more than that with spinal injury and like pain and sensation and things not working as well as they should be. There's so much more stuff to that. So it's like, it's hard to like explain that sometimes. Yeah.
I could imagine what you mean though when you say that, because it's like, I think society as a whole needs to have, I feel like everything needs to be disability accessible. Do you know what I'm saying? Like literally everything. If you could change things, what would you change?
Well,
change everything.
I just make everything accessible, to be honest. Yeah, because it's like, I understand that everything disability, they put a huge price tag on it as well.
Yeah.
So it's not really affordable.
Is it expensive?
Yeah. Because I think even my cousin owns a bar, and I just bantering him like, "Cuz, how you ain't got a disabled toilet in your bar, and you got a cousin in a wheelchair?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Wow, disabled toilet cost me like 20 bags."
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm like, what? So yeah, they just put. Yeah, so it's not really affordable.
Yeah. So you live by yourself?
Yeah.
How was that like independently actually? You've moved out your mum's house, because before the accident you was living with your mum.
Yeah.
So then coming out of the accident, you now have to live by yourself.
Well, initially they were like, "Oh, we're gonna move you and your mum, rehouse you and your mum," and like, I have nothing against my mum. I got mad love for my mum, but my mum's my mum, innit? So I kind of knew that if I moved anywhere with my mum, she's just gonna mother me, and I'm not gonna get the space to
be yourself,
to be independent.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to my mum. She's just a good mum, innit? But I kind of saw the foresight of like, if I want to be independent and look after myself, I need to live alone. So I kind of said to them like, no, just rehouse me by myself.
Yeah.
So their argument was like what you said, like, but you've lived with your mum up until you've had this life-changing injury, and now you want to live by yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of just went militant, and I was just like, you know what? Don't help me, innit? Even if I ask for help, don't help me. And I'll prove that I'm independent enough to live by myself. And then eventually they signed it off that I could live independently.
What did you have to do to prove that?
Just everything, like getting out of bed myself into my wheelchair, going having a wash, going getting my food, going physio.
And they were monitoring you?
Yeah. So they like do assessments and stuff. Yeah.
And what did that do to your mum's relationship with yourself now that you moved away from her? How did that affect her?
I'm not entirely sure, but
because I'm thinking it must have been difficult for her to kind of like let you out of her care.
Probably, yes. But my mum still helps me even to this day if I'm like struggling. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. So she still gets the opportunity to be a mum, but I just had to be independent.
What's the biggest challenges you face when like you're living by yourself?
Probably if I have like a fall or something. If I fall out the chair, it's just long getting back.
Is that something that happens often?
Not often, but when it does, it's just long. Yeah.
I could imagine, because it's like, especially no one there to give you that hand up.
Yeah, exactly. So
do you go to the gym? Do you still train?
Yeah. So I still train. I done a lot of training in Brixton Street Gym.
Yeah.
Like, big up them.
Yeah.
Because for the first many years of like post coming out of hospital, I couldn't find like no accessible gyms or nothing. And then went down to Brixton Street Gym and they did like a accessible class, like a seated training.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just done that for a couple years, and that really helped me. So,
Yeah. It must have boosted your confidence and obviously
definitely.
strength.
Yeah. So
What kind of
pick them up every time.
What kind of workouts would you do? Would it mainly be like dumbbell, kettlebell workouts,
so
upper
it would
body?
be like circuit training.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like the sledgehammer thing on the tire and like dumbbells and dips. On my chair and just stuff like that.
Have you formed yourself like a group of friendships that are also unable to do things, like a group of friends?
Yeah. Well, I met certain people in hospital.
Yeah.
Obviously, we were all going through the same thing at the same time. So
do you still meet up with them?
Yeah. So you
Okay.
develop like a strong friendship there. Yeah. So yeah, there's a group from that I was in hospital with that I still talk to this day.
When you said you was at Wireless and that young boy that admired your wheelchair and he said he wanted to be like you, how did it make you feel to be like called inspirational?
It touched me still because it's like kids don't lie, innit? They're just brutally honest. Like, so I know he wasn't just saying that to be nice. He genuinely meant that. Yeah. So it just made me feel like, right, man must be carrying this well.
Yeah. Would you say you're incredible, like what you've been through?
Fashion week, I went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy, better know it's shut down.
I know it's not easy, but like I just kind of took it in my stride, to be honest. Like, I just had the mindset of there's nothing I can do but from play the cards I've been dealt. So I just gotta make the best of it, make the most of it.
So this accident happened in 2011. We're now in 2025.
Yeah.
From then to now, how has your life changed dramatically, and where do you say your life is right now?
Well, it changed dramatically as in that I think, like I said earlier, pain management was my biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
So just pain management and being unwell was holding me back a lot. I'm now finally getting into a place where I think my health is in a significantly good enough place for me to be able to like start pursuing things that I really want to do. So I've done some work experience with like film industry, in the filming industry, and I had a couple of interviews and stuff like that. So I'm quite excited now of where I can go now.
Yeah.
But it's mad because it's like that we were joking earlier about the whole Eddie Abu thing.
Yeah.
But it's like since I've taken on that way of eating, that nothing could ease my pain. Like all the medication, all the physio, like nothing. And it's like I just stopped eating carbohydrates and sugar. Yeah. And I'm probably been in the best form I've been in.
Best shape ever.
Since I had my accident. Yeah.
I guess your health and your shape must really be important to you because you're sitting down a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You're not burning as much energy as the average person. So your health must be like priority to you.
Yeah, definitely, because you can just quickly
Yeah.
get me, just put on the pounds or get unfit or that. And I've got to be agile. I'm having to transfer from my chair to my bed and to the shower and
That's
stuff like
true.
that. So it's like you got to kind of stay on that agility.
Do you cook for yourself? Like,
Yeah. That's one of the main things as well that's helped me.
Yeah.
Is cooking.
Yeah.
So I cook for myself. I have a passion for cooking, and that's really helped me.
Food therapy.
Yeah.
No, I love cooking as well when I can find the time, but your house must be like modified in a way for you to be able to do the things that you can do.
But so like the my kitchen sides and that, they can wind up and down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool actually.
So I can lower it to my level or whatever.
What, even like the cooker, that's cold.
Obviously for my shower, I have like a shower chair seat that I can transfer into and have a shower. But other than that, it's pretty much just normal. Yeah, like obviously my doors have to be wide enough as well. Not all doors can fit a wheelchair through. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty much the same. Yeah.
If you could give a message to the woman who was driving that night or day, if you could give a message to her to see who you are today, what would that message be?
So that's a mad question still. What I'd say to her is just like, you got to answer to God, innit? Like, I don't really care about her. Like, I don't really worry about her or think about her or whatever. Like, I don't like. It's one of them things where it's like, if I saw her, I don't know what I would say. I'd like to think I wouldn't say anything mad, but you just never know, innit?
Was she young as well at the time?
No, she's a big woman.
Oh, she was a big woman then.
So it's like she was a grown woman. She actually has a daughter that's my age.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah. I know who she is.
Okay.
Like, I don't know her personally.
Yeah.
But people have told me, that woman is. And
that must be hard. No.
There's some There's like some mutuals in it.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the maddest thing is just like she's never reached out or anything. So it's like the same way people have told me, I know this woman. They must have said to her, I know the boy.
Yeah.
And I just can't understand how you could have a child the same age as the person that you injured.
100.
And you just don't even reach out or nothing.
That's true though. I wonder, it's crazy. That's crazy still, because I'm thinking she probably didn't even want to get back in the car after that. But God knows. Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have any kids now.
Do you want kids?
Eventually, yeah.
Do you wonder about what it would be like for you to have kids and how that would be? Yeah,
because obviously, but like I've got loads of like little cousins and stuff like that, so I've managed to see that I'm, despite the disability,
you're still
able to be good with kids. I've looked after like my goddaughters and that like independently and stuff. So, yeah.
What's one thing you can do today that you never thought was possible in 2011?
A load of things, like even just sitting up like this, but it might sound nuts, but like my core was completely gone. So it's like I remember sitting up in the bed and just flopping to the left or flopping to the right or just falling back, and I was like,
what the hell?
Bloody hell! Like, how am I gonna function in life and I can't even sit up?
Yeah.
So like, due to that training and stuff like that, I just got a lot of my core energy back, core strength back. Sorry. Yeah, and also driving as well. Like when they first told me like, oh yeah, you can still get a car and it'd be hand controlled, I'm thinking, what? Nah, this sounds too good to be true. Like, so yeah, there's quite a few things that
Was you
'Cause, like,
driving, yeah?
Yeah,
After?
yeah.
Was you kind of like when you was behind the steering wheel driving, knowing what's happened to you in the car, like was you kind of like scared to go out there and drive?
Nah, to be honest, nah. Like, it didn't really even cross my mind.
And a modified car that does allow you to drive, like, what's the difference?
All it is you just have like a lever where you pull it. So if you pull it, it pushes down on the acceleration, and then if you push it, it pushes down on the brake.
Oh, so if you pull it, it's like go.
Yeah,
and let it go, it's stop.
It's brake. Yeah.
And that's all you just control.
Yeah. So you just do that, and then obviously control the steering
Yeah.
wheel. Like, they put a ball in the steering wheel, so it's easier to control with one hand.
So you can spin it around.
Yeah, so it's not much like different to just a normal car. Like, and then anyone can just press on the pedals with their foot if they wanted to drive the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cold how, as humans, we learn to adapt.
Adapt, yeah. Because like I was saying, I thought my life's over. So when they're telling me stuff like, hey, you can still drive, you can still do this, I'm thinking, are you gassing me?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's your hobby? What's your hobbies now then? Like, what do you do for fun? Would you say?
Well, I do a bit of music.
Rapping?
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold.
Flyest on wheels, you know this.
Come on. Oh. Hey.
On this rap shit, man, I stay scheming. You better than me, stay dreaming. No one better than me. Bring your whole team in. This rap shit's my cocaine. I stay fiending. Fuck 6 different girls, same evening. All up in the head, same weaving. No one died in the fam, but he's home grieving. Cause you called on my phone and I'm ducking and weaving. And now how much energy is taking me to duck. Now much girls in this world that I'm trying to let's say lead up with this shit, take over your life. When you gonna settle down on some kids and a wife in the year 3000. Yeah, I do like gym stuff, cooking. Yeah, that's about it really. That's my hobby. Oh, concerts as well. Concerts, festivals.
Yeah.
I go to a lot of them.
It's good that you're still able to really go out there and enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because festivals, clubbing, wireless, these are like hugely populated areas. Do you know what I'm saying? The first time you went to one of these events, was you thinking like, fuck, how am I going to navigate through the crowd?
No, like, I've always just been a madman. Like, I just like literally, I'm just like reckless. I can't even lie. Like, I just do. Like, I've been in like, they always provide like a disability platform innit, at like festivals and stuff, for example, and I'm just like, this is dead. I want to be in the crowd. I just roll in the crowd. I've been like crowd surfing, like people's picked me up in my thing. Yeah, I've like getting mosh pits, got dashed out my chair. Like, I'm just mad reckless still, I can't lie, but it's just fun, innit? Like,
would you say now it's fair to say now you're really down for really just living your life and enjoying the fruits of life?
Yeah, because it's things like that. It teaches you that life is very precious. And it can just go like that. Yeah. Like when I watched the CCTV footage, I remember the first time I watched it, it was just a long footage. So I didn't know what part of the footage the accident had happened. So I think I was still in hospital at the time. So I was with like 2 other patients that I'd made friends with. Yeah. And we're watching the footage and we're like, where's this accident going to happen? I literally turned away for like a second. And then I heard them go, ooh, when I turned back and saw nothing. I'd missed it. So it's like, that's when the penny dropped, that your life can just change in 1 second.
That's true.
1 second. So it's like, just enjoy it, man. You just never know.
Yeah, life is, depending obviously what religion you're from, you believe different things, but I believe that this life is temporary anyway.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're only here just to be tested. Do you know what I'm saying? This isn't where we're gonna reside permanently. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we can all get to heaven and do the right thing. What legacy would you like to leave behind for anyone with spinal injury or anyone in general?
Like specifically for people with spinal injury, I just want to be an example that you can still live your life. You
Yeah.
don't have to conform to like, oh, I'm just in the corner in my wheelchair or
100%.
whatever. Like, and like by the way I live my life, going to festivals and I film my stuff and I post it and whatever. I just want that to encourage people in my scenario, because if I saw that when I first got injured,
Yeah.
I'd be a lot more I'd have been a lot more optimistic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want to be that example that just because you're in a wheelchair, don't mean that you can't live your life. Don't mean that you can't
100%.
set a vibe. Don't mean that people don't respect you
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. And in terms of what's the other thing again?
For those people that has to start over again, what advice would you give them?
Advice would I give them? Independence. In the focus on your independence.
Yeah.
The more the quicker you can be independent is the quicker your life would improve, and the quicker you can see the advantages of being in the scenario rather than the negatives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you say that you've featured in a film, or you're looking to get into filming?
Yeah, I've done a filmmaking course.
Mm.
So I've done some work experience at a film studio the other day. So I'm kind of interested in that, but I'm just like exploring exploring my options now.
Do you think this film industry, because before you had your accident, you wanted to do drama, right?
Yeah.
So film industry would have played hand to hand.
Yeah, exactly.
But being in the conditions that you are now, do you feel like the film industry cater for people who are disabled, especially in a wheelchair?
To be honest, I haven't really looked much into it. Obviously the roles and stuff is going to be not as common, but I think there's still a place. Yeah. So that's something that I definitely want to go back into eventually as well. Yeah.
No, I think it'll be brilliant. I remember when I was in Joy, and I used to watch Hollyoaks. You know, Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
I noticed like over the years of watching Hollyoaks in Joy, they started having more people in there with disability, people in a wheelchair, people who are deaf, sign language, things like that. So I think society as a whole, they're starting or beginning to understand that they have to be inclusive.
Yeah. Everyone has to be represented.
100%. I'd like to admire you actually, because sitting here with you, I can see you're a very confident guy. You're very like, fuck it, kind of shit. It is what it is, you know. I gotta do what I gotta do, and not a lot of people are gonna have that mental strength. Where do you think your mental strength actually comes from?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I've just always kind of had that. Like, I think I think listening to elders, like my grandparents from like the Windrush generation and all the stuff that they had to go through, and I listened to their life stories and stuff like that, it kind of gets you ready for life, innit? So I think that, and I think what also helped me was just the naivety of being young. Yeah. So it's like, I was just like, when it happened, I was only 19. So it's like, what do I need to do? Yeah. Where I didn't have that's all I had to focus on. You get me? Like, I didn't have kids or a wife, or I didn't have to worry about stuff like that. All I had to worry about is myself. You had to grow up fast, essentially. Yeah, I had to grow up fast as well. So it's like, because I even remember there was a guy that was married. He had a wife and a couple kids. Yeah. And like, I think he was a gypsy. I don't know, is that politically correct to say?
I don't know what you said it.
Yeah. So I think that more time there, like physical labor people, that's like their jobs, and he was like a construction worker or something, and like he had broken his spine on site, and it's like, I remember him saying to my mum, like, "Rah, the way Aaron's just dealing with it, like, I need him to come and talk to me and give me some advice." And I'm just thinking, yo, some grown man, like, what advice can I give you?
You're
And
young, yeah.
yeah, man. Obviously, looking back in hindsight, I'm like, a lot of that was just probably the naivety of being young, innit?
Yeah.
Where you just, you
But
just
you now understand that like your confidence is like a pillar like of strength to other people who are also disabled in other ways.
yeah, definitely. Because it's, I remember going on a course, and we went on a some course for people with disabilities, and I think on like the last day, we went out like clubbing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just rolling around. I got gal them on my lap.
No way.
So then it's like, I remember one of the youths that I met there. I remember him saying to me like, right, like since I have my injury, I haven't really been confident.
Yeah.
And then when I see you going on the way that you're going on, it gave me like a leap, like
Some confidence,
yeah. So yeah, I was like, raw.
That must make you feel like proud of yourself though, innit, right?
Yeah, definitely. It makes me feel proud, but it also makes me think that I need to be doing this for everyone in my scenario that might be struggling or whatever. Like that could be my calling, innit?
Yeah.
So
Finish this sentence for me. Despite it all,
it's despite how difficult it was and everything, it's taught me a lot, strengthened my mentality, strengthened my mind, and I've had some experience that I would never have had if this didn't happen. And one of the main things that I learned from this is that family and friends is everything. When shit hits the fan, all the material things, money, cars, whatever, it doesn't mean nothing.
yeah,
Like, I remember them saying to me, like, oh, that's Sainsbury's is still gonna pay you for 6 months or a year, whatever it was, innit? And I was just like, right now in this hospital bed, that means
that
nothing.
means nothing to me.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
kind of made the penny drop that
Yeah.
these things that we concentrate on
And chase every day.
like they don't really mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? So that was one of the biggest lessons I learned from that.
Did you ever get a payout for your accident?
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
The short story.
Yeah.
But there was a whole build up to it. Like there was like lawyers that said to me like, this is a big case. You could possibly get like 80 to 100 mil. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It
makes sense now.
I was like, raw.
Yeah.
Then there was all like I said, there's discrepancies with the CCTV and other stuff that I'm not really going to go into.
Yeah.
And I ended up not getting it. But again, that's another thing where it's like, for me, it was like a perspective where I was like, at that moment in my life, all that money dropped into my hand, I would have been on a madness. You know? So it might have just saved me from a lot. You know what I mean?
So it would have been on smoke.
Yeah. So, but like, it would have helped for stuff like disability equipment and physio and whatever. But it is what it is. Yeah. I did it get for it happens for a reason.
So does the government help a lot in terms of like people in your scenario? Do they offer a lot of help, or is it loads of like hidden help where you have to go out there and search it for yourself?
Well, the basics that you get is like mobility. So you get your mobility benefit.
Yeah.
And that you can use that benefit to get a car. So once you get your car, you no longer get that benefit, and that pays for your car.
Okay.
And then you get like, what's it called, universal credit and stuff like that. There are quite a few things out there, but like you said, you got to search for them. Yeah. But there are quite a few things out there. Yeah.
How do you feel about those people who claim benefits for disability, take money from the government, but don't necessarily need it?
That's their prerogative, really. like, yeah, I think you're a bit of a scumbag if you're doing that, but I don't really judge people. Obviously, if it affected my benefits, then I'd have a problem.
Yeah.
But I get paid my disability benefits. So yeah.
No, Aaron, I want to say thank you for taking the time to come on today.
Thanks for having me, man.
I like having guests like yourself because it educates me as well in things that I don't know. Just how, like, when you was 19 before your accident, you was naive to certain things, and now you've got all this information because you've had to learn it. It's like, for me, I like to understand the way other people live and the way other people are. So I'm glad you took the time to come out today on my show and share with us a terrible accident that happened with you and that's actually changed the rest of your life and how you're going to live your life. Is there anything you'd like to leave for the audience?
I just say to the audience, just appreciate life. Your life can go in any second. Your life can change in any second.
Yeah.
And it can always be worse. So just whatever you're going through, just power through it, man. Yeah.
No, definitely. I think that's a strong message as well. And a message from me to you is that just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Don't give up in anything. You've got all your goals that you want to do. You want to get into filming. Like, don't let anything limit you from your goals. Do you know what I'm saying? I know you might have days where it's going to be harder than others, but you're here to live the tale and tell the story. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that's going to be inspired by you. Your journey, your energy, your charisma as well. So yeah, when you have those bad days, just remember that there's going to be a lot of people that also depend on you because of your energy.
Bless, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, love, bro.
Safe, man. Cool.
So, love. Some people get to choose when life changes. Aaron didn't. One crash, one moment, and everything he knew, gone. But what he built after, that was a choice. To rise, to rebuild, to be louder than the silence that tried to swallow him. Aaron didn't come here to be an inspiration. Aaron's journey reminds us mobility doesn't define motion. He came here to be honest, to remind us that healing isn't clean, strength isn't loud, and survival, sometimes that's just the start. This is more than a conversation. It's a mirror for anyone rebuilding after the break. This is GloTalks, where pain becomes power and power becomes legacy. Until then, I'll see you next time.